All right, so you're just a simple PMC. You want to go to factory. You want to have a good time. And then this happens.
I just what I have on. And the stuff.
I'm using that level.
I don't know if you could see what happened there because it was so fast that the human eye can't actually perceive it. But that was Mr. Tagilla, the resident owner of Factory. He's a crazy, crazy man, but I have figured out a good way to take him down. And I also just want to talk about him because I think he's the coolest boss in the game. Alright, so Mr. Tagilla, the factory scav boss that we've been waiting for oh so long, he is finally in the game, and let me tell you, he delivers on his promises to be one bad mother trucker. The first thing I did when patch 12.11 dropped is I went offline, I went to factory because I wanted to fight him offline just to see what he's like and see what loot he had, because I was just so curious to see what a scav boss that has a, primary weapon and a melee that he actively uses to try and club you down with. I wanted to see what he was like. So as you can see here in my clips, we went to factory and we tried our best to take this man down, but he is crazy. When he's firing his gun, he laser beams like Killa, and when he's using his melee, he's coming at you like some Kool-Aid man meets the Leatherface combination of Nightmare Fuel. It's pretty wild, and honestly, the first few raids I fought him, he had me completely stumped. The first clip of me fighting him, you guys see he just runs out right in front of me and instantly drops me. And then in the next clip, I see him from a distance and I try firing at him, but he just laser beams me down with BT. And then here on the third raid of me trying to fight Mr. Tagilla, that's when I had some success. So I actually found him by accident. I went down into the underground part of factory in the tunnels and I turned this one corner and then the nightmare began. But luckily for me, for some reason, and I actually know why, I didn't die and I ended up beating him. Now, the reason that I didn't die in this particular instance is because when he swung at me, he actually hit me in the arm and not the noggin. Basically, on this instance, I just zeroed out his armor by full auto firing at him. I was able to not get hit in the head and then I won. And I was super happy that I won. I mean, I got to check out his loot. He had the red baseball cap. He has the welder's mask. He had a baby AK that was modded out, and he had BT along with the class 6 thorax armored rig that he wears. Yes, it is a class 6 like the slick. It covers only the thorax and it's an armored rig. It's pretty sick. I mean, that's a pretty nice chunk of armor right there if you ask me. And with the welder's mask, apparently you can wear contacts, headphones with it as well. So it's like somewhat similar to an Alton, but it's also allows you to have hearing if you want. It's crazy. And as cool as it was to take him down in this instance, I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way. Like here, I just didn't die because he missed. And I don't think that's a good enough end result. I want to be able to fight him and win more times than not, and also help you guys fight him and figure out how to do it properly. So I went back to factory one more time, actually the next day, and I had an idea. Now, the first thing you got to understand is when he's chasing you down, he is as fast as you are, if not like 1% faster, because every time you run away and you turn around, he's going to be right there behind you. He does not lose any ground. It's terrifying, and when he gets close to you and you stop and turn, he'll swing at you and try and bash your head in. Now, I thought to myself, if this is like most other video games I've ever played, then there's a good chance that when he swings his hammer, that he will have to stop and he will, you'll be able to get some distance between you and him. And so it turns out actually that is completely the case. So in this clip you're going to see on the screen, what I try here is I wait, I turn to him and get him to swing his hammer, but then I run a few steps forward and start firing at him, and I fire until he starts running at me again, and then I rinse and repeat the same process. So basically you turn around, you start to see him swing his hammer, or you kind of time it right to know he's about to do so because he's close enough to you, and then you turn, run a few steps, turn, and then fire back, rinse and repeat the process. And sure enough, in this clip I was able to take him down that way and just completely destroy his AI and completely destroy him. I mean, basically this way, if you can get him to pull out his melee, which to do you have to get close to him, by the way, that's what I've heard, and that's what's happened to me so far. At distance he'll shoot you, but when you get close he'll go in melee range. So if you can do this, you can basically take him out every single time. It's just kiting him around. It's just being brave because you know you're very close to getting your head bashed in, but you're not going to get your head bashed in, and then just taking him down. So that is Mr. Tagilla, the new Scav boss. I'm really happy to be doing a video on this subject. It's so much fun to be able to talk about new stuff in Tarkov. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Also, do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel. We put out a ton of Tarkov content all the time. It's completely free to subscribe, and it helps me out a lot. Also, if you guys want to come talk Tarkov with me live, I am a partner Twitch streamer over at twitch.tv/finestxi. Feel free to come by sometime. I'd love to meet y'all. That being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.